Okay, so today we are going to be playing a banger. This is a sound off the alarm. This is a banger alert. A good game from a good series. I played this game so much when I was younger, like so much, and we're just gonna be playing through the game today. And I'll be telling you some experiences, and we're just gonna be playing this awesome game. Rayman Legends, baby! Yes, sir. You know who it is. You know how it is. So today we're gonna be playing Rayman Legends. We're gonna be going through the game. This game is awesome and really good. They made Origins that was good, and then they made this one, which was better somehow. And you may notice a couple stuff that's weird, like I have 4 out of 400 out of 700 teensies. That's because I'm not going to play through the entire game. We're just going to go through the levels. I don't have all the Origins levels yet, but we may play through some of those later. I don't know if we'll do that today, but we're just going to go through the game. And we have to play as Rayman because he's Rayman. So this game kind of had like a weird, like medieval theme, like through its promotional art, and as you saw on the title screen, it's like weirdly medieval, but it's really good. Like it just feels good to play. And first teensy right there. This is like an underrated platformer. Like people don't, like I never hear anything about this game. It was, I'm pretty sure it was a Wii U exclusive, which is actually how I played it. But yeah, I played this on the Wii U when it first came out in, whenever it came out. And I just played so much of this game. Actually, partly because I played Origins as a kid all the time. I shouldn't say all the time. I had the demo for a little bit, and then we got the game. And I played it, like, the first few levels over and over again. And this is the worst part of this game. The only part of the game that makes it not a perfect game ever, like the best game ever, is this guy. He was in Origins, but in this game, I think it makes sense now that it was a Wii U exclusive, because this guy was like a second player had to be him, and you had to use the touchscreen on the Wii U gamepad to cut the ropes and to hit the guys. Yeah, this is not a good part of the game. He kind of ruins some of these parts, because on the Wii U it was kind of seamless. Like if you were playing on the Wii U, you could kind of do it. I always played it with my sister. Like this was a game we always played, so it wasn't usually a problem to me until recently as in the last couple of years when I replayed the game again on the Switch. And probably this is like this for most other people who didn't have this game on a failed Nintendo console, is how do you translate these? And this was the motion. Like you actually had to rotate the Wii U gamepad to do that part. It was so strange. Like such a fire game, like such a good game, Rayman Origins, and then they ruin it. Not ruin it, but they put this, they shoehorn this minigame part of the game. They just pile it on there for no reason. Like I just don't get it. Murphy, I think is his name. I'm pretty sure. I'm sure for most people this is how you know. Like this is how the game is to you. Like this is just how it is. Which is so strange to me, because I played this game the most on the Wii U. It still baffles me that they thought this was a good idea, keeping in the game, not just make another game without this shit-ass thing. But the levels where he's not in are amazing. They made some good platforming, and they made a good-ass platform. That's for damn sure. going fast in this game is like almost exclusively to regular levels. Like, the Murphy levels, you cannot go fast. It's like almost impossible because you have to go do these stupid things. Okay, I thought I punched. You saw it. I did punch. A good way to get speed in these games, and I'm kind of not showcasing very well, is to, yeah, I just messed it up there, is to attack and then immediately jump. Because you get a little burst of speed it feels good. Oh, and they also have these stupid lucky ticket things. That's the other thing. I'm gonna complain about this game a lot, but know that this game is like it's like a 9.5 out of 10. This game is amazing. Like, really amazing. But if you see in the bottom right, we have a little briefcase. And this is how you get most of the extras in the game, is you do scratch off tickets. Gamble. The start of the ruination. And I'm not going to do the invaded levels, because those are dumb. I mean, are frustrating, as I recall from doing them previously. So I had this game on Switch, and then I got it on computer not too long ago, and I played through the entire game again for the 3rd time, because that's how good this game is. Like, these levels without that stupid frog are some of the best platforming things in all of gaming. I will say it. Rayman Legends is like one of the best platformers. If you hate Murphy, just play Rayman Origins. It's really that simple. It's just up to interpretation for you, really. This game has obviously half of the, like almost half of this game is just from the past game. So you might as well just buy this one and play through the kind of not so good parts and to get to the really good parts. And then you basically just get Rayman Origins free. I'm not going to try and get all the secrets. Like, I don't really care to look for those. But if I see some, I'll get them along the way. And with this game as well, he starts with, in Origins, you basically you didn't start the game with any abilities. So you couldn't run up walls. You start with all the abilities in this game, though. Like, you just start with them, which is actually really nice. That was one thing I did not like about replaying Origins, was you kind of, it's like an RPG where you don't start with much, and then you slowly get more powerful as you go along. This one takes that away and just makes a better game. But I love this game. It's one of my favorite games of all time. The amount of memories I have with this game is unparalleled, basically, to a couple of other games that I might check out. And we have another thing that is new to this one, is the background and foreground stuff with those glowing mushrooms. The music in these games are also unparalleled by few, or I should say paralleled by few. Like, I don't know what they did, especially for this one, because it has all the Origin bangers, but the differentiation and the uniqueness to all of the songs is crazy. Like, how they managed to fit all of these themes, and you'll see later how it gets kind of crazy with how deep it goes in the themings. How they did it, and how they kept a solid, like, they're all good. It's not like one of them is better than the other. They're all good. And it's not like they failed altogether. Like, this is a very coherent and solid soundtrack on the whole, so it's not like they failed. But they did basically the impossible, and did such a unique soundtrack. And we'll see next, there's no princesses we have to save. Like, the main thing in the game is not to save princesses. It's to beat up dragons and stuff. I don't really remember the story that much. I don't really care to learn the story that much, because it doesn't need a story. It's Rayman. But now they have these Viking children, or Roman children, whatever they are in each of the worlds. I assume they're children. Maybe they're not supposed to be. But they have these little challenge levels, and then you unlock them as characters. I guess we'll be Barbara. This game is beautiful. Like, just the sights and the sounds, the ambience, the ambiance, mayhaps, if you will. it's beautiful. Like this game's art style transcends time. Like this game holds up so well just because of how good their art style is. And even Rayman Origins holds up well. Maybe not some of the ports. Oh, and the music. Like, it's just a, like, medieval version of the theme. And it just is, it's so good. So yeah, you save these princesses, and then you get to play as them. They all basically play the exact same. There's not any that is better than the other. They just kind of look different. I need whoever made this game, and I will think about playing them orally. That's how much I love this game.
I would really prefer if you would be quiet.
Now, whoever thought of Murphy being in the game, they will get no such thing. They may even get a stern talking to. These kind of Murphy sections where you just kind of press one button intermittently and do stuff, those ones aren't that bad. Like this one, you just kind of spam the button a little bit while you're platforming. It's a little extra challenge. It's not bad, but these ones are where it starts getting, okay, what? I mean, I guess it's a puzzle, but like, how am I supposed to do this with one hand? And the way they made the controls surprises me even now. Or just to get rid of it somehow. Like, just make that not a thing. And make them static obstacles that you don't need to hit. If I were to remake this game now, I would definitely do that. I would make this game again, like just, it doesn't need to be changed at all. But just get rid of Murphy. We don't need the stupid frog fairy guy. And here's a glimpse into the next world, actually. Desert level inside of medieval area. It still has these chasing sections though. The intermittent boss fight that isn't actually a boss fight. And you get the tunes while you're going. It's so epic. As a child, you felt like a god as you were going through the platforming section with the trumpets blaring behind you like a Star Wars movie or a Lord of the Rings movie. This game does get quite hard by the end though. Not really in the main game. They do keep it kind of a little bit friendly to new platformer people. But, oh, and I just died. Wow, I should have watched my words a little bit. The main story, I should say, is not that difficult. Near the end, it kind of gets a little dicey, but it doesn't get too hard to where you can't do it. Like, completing this game is definitely a challenge, both in the amount of stuff and the difficulty of the things that you need to do are a little bit difficult. This game, it bears its teeth a little late, but it really does show its teeth. Tiny Teensy? What was that about? I don't remember them being that tiny. But it looks good, and that's all that matters. It's a pretty, and it sounds good, and it plays like butter. You always get these, like, previews to the boss before the boss. It wasn't like Origins, which I like, that give you, like, after you just go straight into the boss, and then you get a preview of the next world. That was always cool. I liked that as a kid. And the worlds aren't as cool, I will say. Like, there's some good worlds in, like, a video game sense, as in they're not, like, annoying or bland. They're definitely really good. But they're not for a kid, Origins worlds were a lot better to me. Medieval was just kind of boring to me. Like, I kind of still think it's boring. They probably could have gone with a different one, but the rest of them are good. See, like this, I need so much brain power to do one puzzle that could have been solved with this just turning. Like, you could have just had this turn on a loop. There's no point in me having to press a button to do a thing that they could have done themselves. Like this enemy. Think of a different way. You made the game. You can think of a different way. And here's the boss fight. Kind of. It's like a pre-boss fight before the real boss fight. And this is where the game kind of gets annoying in my opinion. Like, the boss fights in this game and the scripted platforming, they can get a little weird sometimes. Like with what you can skip and what you can't skip. As in like going fast versus just doing it. Because, you know, you have the instinct to just, you know, I need to speed through this level. But it kind of doesn't work that way sometimes. The main thing that I think separates this game, I know separates this game from Origins, and that kind of sets it over the edge for Origins, or from Origins. Origins does have the world difference, like the uniqueness in every world, but this game's got the levels. And 3D stuff is more prominent in this one, because, you know, I guess they had to do a 3D level, or 3D stuff, I should say. Like, most of the bosses in this game are 3D. This game makes you feel like you're good at a game. Like, when you're doing the stuff right, you feel like you could be a god at the game. Is how you feel. The little silhouette, what is that game called? Loco Roco? No, that's not it. There's a game on the PlayStation Portable, PSP, that looks exactly like that. Patapon, I believe is what it's called. That always reminded me of that. And we gotta hit him so hard. He's all stuck. Oh, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna slam. And he gets sent to the stratosphere. To the pig. Oh, they ruined it. That's kind of unfortunate. So it kind of spoiled that like entire sequence. But basically, every single one gets sent up there. Is this the credits? That's really weird. I didn't know that it did that. Anyway, that was entirely a spoiler of both the credits and what happens at the end of the game. Usually, you go through it one by one, and each of the instruments add on to each other, and you create that song. It's cute. I like it. It was one of the incentives to finish the game and at least finish the main story, was to, you gotta figure out what the song is. And now for the best part of every world. And some of you may recognize this song. If it wasn't clear, this is a Rhythm Heaven song-based sort of little mini level. You may recognize this song. I'm not gonna tell you yet, but I'll tell you at the end. But you may recognize this song. Because for some reason, it is a real song. That's a hint. For some reason they decided to use real songs. And this is the way I learned this song before I even heard it before. Because it's kind of not really a popular song. But people know it. It's so strange. And you'll see later, the songs they choose are a little bit... Like, I personally would not choose those songs, but maybe... There's a reason they chose those as opposed to others. Like why they chose this song. It's also is one of those tricky treasure levels, tricky levels. And from Rayman Origins that just it feels cool to play. Like you're playing through it, you're not doing much. The facade of making you feel like there's a lot happening, it is really cool as a kid. And this game does it a lot. But this is like the main showcase of it. It is short, like it's not the full song. Oh yeah, there it is. That's the end. And here's the glowing mushroom again. Another 3D aspect to an otherwise 2D game. So if there wasn't clear, that was Black Betty by, I don't remember who made the song. Yeah, for some reason they chose Black Betty as the first song and made it like a medieval medieval like metal song. Another Rayman weirdness thing that is just kind of cool. It's cool if nothing else. The second one is more or less the same kind of thing. It's definitely not as cool as the Desert of Didgeridoos from Rayman Origins. The music is really good in this world, I will say. For what they skimp out on aesthetics, They really show their stuff in music and ambiance and just how good it looks. Like just playing through this game, there's a lot happening, so you don't really notice it unless you're looking like for it or looking later at it. But this game is pretty for being a game from 10 years ago. Whoa! We didn't get to hear the song that much. The grooving song. Maybe we did before and I didn't notice. Or I didn't mention it. You don't fill the jar anymore. And the guy doesn't fondle the jar like he used to in Rayman Origins. Which was a little weird. Not gonna lie. It was a little strange. This one doesn't really have like a theming. It's just sort of more medieval with some stuff. The music is definitely the same throughout, and it's very orchestrated. Orchestral, if you will. Wink. I don't even know like what this is supposed to be. Is this just supposed to be like a big tree? Why are we going up so far? Like we have passed the surface and are going into space soon for how far we're going up. This one, you have Aurora. Kind of Scottish. That is one thing that prevails in the theming around this game is different cultures, often European. But I almost just passed through it. I was trying to show off the other one. It's usually a light one, like a good quote unquote one, and then a dark one. And I mean quote unquote as in they're both good, like they're both part of the good guys, but they just look. You have your goth chick and then your other one. You know the one I'm talking about. Put that on the screen. And the music. Again, I'm gonna talk about it like so much, but the music is just, although it's kind of bland in its instrumentation, they do like it's so high quality that you can't disagree with it. Like they all fit and they're all good, so it's just how it. Oh, and would you look at that? Maybe some inspiration, if my headcanon is correct, that Nintendo had a play in how this, how to say I should say, and how this game is laid out. You have Donkey Kong Country Returns going into foreground and background. Oh, here we go. Bit of a storm. Oh, don't hit me. Their look of disdain throughout their life. Like, you can't kill them. They just kind of always look like that. Oh wait, am I supposed to be moving here? Ah, I see. I kind of didn't get that. Do we have a secret? No, that is death. Wow, okay. Duly noted. I'm gonna show my gamerness a little bit here. Paper Mario and the Origami King has some of the best versions of these kind of songs. Chongri Spa has one of the best songs. Oh, and we're already starting. Has the best version of that instrumentation. This is a close second, only because of nostalgic bias, but it is my favorite kind of song, usually in video games and in general. This game is unintentionally hard sometimes. That is one thing I'll say. Like I said, it showed its teeth in that it's inherent, like explicit difficulty is not that hard up until like the end or post game, but it's unintentional difficulty is sometimes it's egregious how hard it gets because you have to think about so many things when you're playing it. That would hurt. Oh, okay. Good thing she can do a split on command, or else that might be a little bit dangerous. Oh. Okay. Oh, where are we going here? Oh. Okay, yeah, death. Makes sense to me. Oh, and this is like almost a worse version of, this is actually a worse version of the bird boss fight. from didgeridoos. There we go. And he's dead. Kind of an anticlimactic boss, if I'm being honest. To honestly an anticlimactic level. And I made a little allusion to this earlier, but this is our music song. Orchestral Chaos or Orchestral Chaos. This one I don't believe is a real song. I think this is just a made-up one. It's still pretty good. Not as good, but still pretty good. The strings part is my favorite. At the end of the day, they are kind of... Oh, and that's exactly what I was talking about. Before, I didn't press a direction, I pressed A. And it worked. But somehow next time, it didn't. And the scripting made it to where you just died instantly. They're fun. They're just unfiltered, unadulterated fun. You got tunes in the back that... It's like a little rhythm game. And I love rhythm games. And look, they have the flowers. The pretty flowers. Fiesta de los Muertos. And you start off with a Murphy level because why not? And why not make it even better by making you not able to do your stuff and turning you into a duck. The duck thing is pretty cool. It's a cool mechanic. But they ruined it with Murphy. And this is where the jams start coming in. Oh, the jams. It's just godlike. And look at the little guys in the background playing the instruments. They were just having a grand old time. I don't even want to go in here. I don't want the song to end. I guess we must, though. Okay, now we got that ad type. Oh, look, there's the guy. Oh, he's singing. I never noticed that. Oh, I guess he stopped. It's somebody else's turn, I guess. Food-based Latin world. It's just... There's nothing like it. Like, this is the most creative one. Besides the other food, which you know. But now we have the other ability that was in Origins that just kind of was shoehorned in there. I remember getting this ability and I'm like, well, this isn't really ability. I just kind of become small when the game decides I'm small. I can't just do it on the fly. See, they just make the food look so good. They just make it look so scrumptious looking. Except for the apples. Those are kind of not good looking. They are, after all, spoiled rotten. With the watermelon, they got experience in watermelon. Rayman Origins watermelon cube things. So for this one, it's Astelia. When her world was attacked, she was the first to rise against the enemy. Oh, it's the chili guys. And I'm a duck again. See, this doesn't even make sense in the context of the original release. Because the original release, like, those papers don't even make sense anymore. In the original release, you could draw anywhere there was paper. So it made sense that there was... I guess the paper, he still puts it on there. But yeah, in the original Wii U thing, you could draw whatever you want on that paper. So it doesn't really make sense that they're there. And now they have to pre-draw where Murphy's gonna put the thing. The guacamole or whatever it's supposed to be. The avocado green stuff. Murphy juice is what I'd like to think. And, a little fun fact as well. In the original release, Murphy could just do whatever he wants. Like, you could tap anywhere, and usually it wouldn't do anything. But on this paper, it would do something. But that bug that was in the background there, you could squish the bug, and it would be squished. But, you know, they took it away like they took everything else in the other ports of the game, which, granted, they did look better on every other system. But the Wii U didn't look bad. Just take it out of the game. Just take it out of the game. Alright, what do we got here? See, this is a good way of doing this. Have there be an enemy that eats it for you, and that it comes back quick. Oh, we got the band in the background. Oh, and now we're in the cake dessert area with the spiky cake. Because, you know, I love my cake being spiky. Ooh. That guitar is crazy. And then they come back to the regular song. Oh, zombie. Why is he green? I never understood why this one was green. And the other one was regular skin tone. Like that one in the background. And the zombie is dead. Iron Giant reference. Try not to thumbs up when dying in lava challenge. Ooh. That's right. This one's like structured like an actual like wrestling match. And another 3D boss. The 3D stuff kind of shows its age a little bit. It doesn't look bad, just dated. Yeah, if these 3D elements, I'm sure they wouldn't work the same or look the same if they were not 3D, but it shows its age a little bit. Oh wow. This guy's bugged out. I didn't know if I had to aim that. And he's dead. Get demolished! Oh, whoa. And bow! I was thinking about this. I don't know if they needed to actually get the rights to these songs, because maybe these could be considered as covers, like separate original pieces, rather than the song. And you may recognize it already. Yeah. It's crazy. It makes no sense why this song is in here. It does make you feel cool though, and it does look really good. It's got that painting aesthetic that they tried to do with Skyward Sword. Yeah, I don't understand. And even as a kid, I never understood. Like, this made so little sense to me. Oh, that was almost cool. Especially since I didn't know the other ones were real songs. Like, this is the only song I knew out of all of them, which I guess kind of makes sense. They're not they're not that popular, besides this one, obviously. That was a good... I didn't put that in. That was in the game. Wow. Yeah, that was Eye of the Tiger, if you couldn't tell. I don't know if they needed to get royalties for that, because that is a very, very popular song that would probably be very, very expensive to get royalties for. This is the best water world ever. I'm not gonna say that it's any other way. This is just how it is. This is how the world works. This is the best water world out of every game ever. This is just so serene. Like, it's so peaceful. You got the seagulls, and look, you'll see in the sky. That's not the sun. Look, it's lungs. And then we dip into the pool, and we get minion music. They ruin it just a little bit here. Yeah, that's right. Stealth water level. Who thought of this? They need $1 million. And this music, James Bond, another great little series of musics, if that's even a word. I'll coin it as a word just for this occasion. The James Bond themed parody songs. I never noticed the absolutely tiny teensies. Like, they're tiny. Like, teensies are already small in stature. This one is just literally... Why can't I do this? This one is literally... Oh, it's gone. That's what we like to call speedrun strats. That stupid frog fuck is on my screen once again. Back for more useless puzzles that don't need to be in the game. That's a little strange. A little jank happening there. Best doors. If there's a Metroidvania, man, they would be playing with fire with this one. Metroidvania, like a literal Metroid game with doors and everything. A bunch of doors you have to open, but every single door made that sound. That would be playing with fire, a little bit of a gamble perhaps. Ursula. This one is my favorite. The high-tech coolness of the Viking helmet and the pitchfork, or what are they called? Trident. And this is the coolest. This is the epitome of their theming of this world. That's right. A non-linear Rayman level. You guessed it. So cool. Like you're like breaking into the area. Oh, we're in the barracks now. It's so cool. And then we get the water part. Oh, we're hacking into the mainframe now. We're in the computers. And we're gonna turn off the power. Oh, but now the cameras are on. Yo, you're beating up that teensy. I don't get their problem with teensies and lums, where, especially lums. Lums are not like sentient creatures to me. Like they don't seem like they're very thinking, feeling, self-aware beings. They just seem like they're kind of there, and yet every single enemy decides that lums need to be beaten to death. Ooh, and we got that banger. And this is the best part, because it's like, oh, this time it's lasers. Like, this makes sense in the context of the James Bond. You gotta avoid the lasers. Yo! And yeah, that's the cool part of these levels, is that you can, if you get, like, the right amount of speed and the right timing, you can, like, just fly past it in one cycle. And you look cool while doing it. This game... Hot take. Was better on the Wii U. See, now I have to go into the camera. Hot take. Game was better on the Wii U. You need like 2 brains in order to do something in this game. Oh wow, they got a whiteboard back there. Rayman and Glowbox are fine, but the teensies are crossed out. Yeah. So I guess Rayman and Glowbox are cool, but as soon as the teensies enter the equation, they got mad after that. And we're done with that godforsaken level. Who's excited? It's like you had to do a bunch of... Here, I can show you actually. I'll show you the thing. And it's cool. Like there's no level like this. It's like a little challenge mini game. It's cool. You have to just do a bunch of little challenges in the allotted time that they give you. But it gets a little hard. See, there you actually need to do the dash thing. Because you had to hit the pot anyway. So I guess they do teach you that mechanic in this game. They didn't in Origins, but that's a little hard. I guess I did do it. I'm just that good. Yeah, that was a little lenient. I don't remember it being that lenient. Ooh, the jams? SEAL Team 6 is on me. They put the Special Forces on Emma. Okay, just go in the door. Just go in the door. I don't care. Oh, that's right. The guy that, like, Donkey Kong's trash. Like, electrified trash. Oh, this one's like a... He's got, like, suspenders and everything. Oh, he turned around, too. These are honestly a little bit weird with the way the swimming works. You kind of get conked a little bit. That was... There was no reason for that guy to be there. It wasn't like I was going to stop. This is a bit unfortunate. A little annoying. Because, like, she doesn't move the way I want her to. See, like, there. I held up. Oh, I couldn't see. This one's a little bit iffy. I don't know about this one. And there we go. We flush them out. We did it! Here it is. You run over it, and then you press the button. Wow. That is a cool use of the 3D. Good song. Once again. As always, it's just kind of assumed at this point. Right, he's got the laser. And then, yeah, I knew it. We gotta hit the jewel. And... What? I thought I missed. Oh my god. Oh. There we go. There we go. Got him! And we don't need to see that. He's dead. We get he's dead. And boom. Maybe you can infer what this song is by title and what you're about to hear. But I knew the song from this, and then I watched... I'll say it. I'll talk about it later. So the fact that they chose this song is a little bit strange to me, at least, because the song is in very, very different pieces of media. I guess I could just say this song is in Kill Bill, and when I was watching Kill Bill when I was a little bit older, and this is the only way I heard this song, and then this song is in that scene, the longest, quote-unquote longest scene, when the bride is or Uma Thurman, I should say, is in that big house with Lucy Liu, and this song is the song that the band plays. You could say Rayman Legends and Kill Bill in the same sentence. This is the last main level, Olympus Maximus, and I think you can tell what the vibe they're going for is. This is an Athens type themed level, or themed world. And actually now it reminds me a lot of that one Cuphead level. And we go up. Oh, a little bit of clip there. Oh, I did it again. Oh, Zeus himself is gonna smite me now. I don't remember actually the rest of the levels for this one. Oh yeah, there's the running one. You gotta run away from the little soot sprites and the purple chili pepper things that have faces that I don't understand and still don't. They like actually kill the soot sprite things. They don't like make them get scared, they just kill them, which in turn makes them scared of them, I guess, which makes sense. This always reminded me, actually, this part, when I played it for the first time as a kid, it reminded me of that one level from New Soup, the sewer type level, but it always reminded me of that, because it's like indoors and you have like, it doesn't have the flippy doors like in that, but. And then we got the Princess Olympia. Now we have Olympia and the Amazing Maze. This is kind of an okay level. Not my favorite, not the worst. Olympia also has a sword. The song is good, and the idea behind this is also good. Oh, Teensy's in this level is kind of a pain, because look. Can you find the secret? Or actually, maybe you can. It's the wall that is the illusory wall. Just straight up illusory wall. Different rooms. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, fair. Thanks. That was really cool. Oh, wow. They just do not want me to play the game. Yes. Oh, look, there's a map. I never noticed that. There's like a little tiny map. And this song is also really good. Here we go. Cage with no teensy. And we did it! Quickest maze of all time. And the big fist once again. Oh, see, that should have gotten her. See, I can hit him. Why doesn't he die? Stupid game designers. What the hell, game designers? The facade is very big on these. Actually, for these ones, it's not really a facade. You can't hit those if you're not careful. Swarmed and dangerous. Which doesn't really work because the saying is armed and dangerous. So you would say swarmed and dangerous. And that's not right. That's not how you say it. This is a cool part. Cool little 3D part. Oh, and there we got Hell Breaks Loose. A Murphy level. This one I also don't know how it could be like changed to be. I mean, I guess it could just turn into a like you just run. Yeah, but those I don't know. You could just turn into another running level though. We're free. Wow, I can't believe I did that first try. Imagine. That was cool. They shouldn't have done that. They could have killed me. Just the saw at the very end. We did something. Yeah. The Soot Sprites have like made a conglomerate thing. It's like Master Core. No! That's me. And then you just keep shooting at him. We got him! He's dead. Oh, whoa. Oh, why am I still floating? I wasn't holding A. And he's back. But look. He's got eyeballs, and there's 2 of them now. And wings? Question mark? Like little weird looking wings. Yeah, there's not really a way to do the big attack when you're in the air like this. You just kind of have to keep shooting. It's like a shoot 'em up. A shmup. Oh my god, it was like one thing. He didn't die. Yeah, I'm not very good at shmups, if it wasn't clear. I can understand where the appeal comes from, and they're very cool. I'm just not very good at them. Don't hit me. Oh. Kill him, kill him. Oh. That was close. Okay, now we kill him. Okay. We did it. Look, little piggies that were nowhere else in the thing, except for, I guess, right here. Whoa, whoa, whoa! See, now we can do the big one. Or is it gonna be one big one now? He better not be 3. Oh, now he's something. He looks like a Wallace and Gromit guy. Oh, and his hand is right there. That's good. And wow. Wow, wow, wow. Whoa, what was that? That was like a little spectator camera. There we go. We got a good chunk off of him now. You've got to be joking. Oh my god, I would have. Oh. And we did it. Oh, it's a song. What? Who is that in the background? Yo! I guess that is treated as the final boss, because they're playing the song. It's like a full version, too. It's more than the little jingle. And time. And I think we're gonna... This is the real credits. And that was Rayman Legends. Yeah. A very, very good game. Oh, they got teensies in here. Oh, I guess they're not teensies, they're lums. I don't think I'm gonna do the extra stuff. Maybe later if I want to do it, or if enough people ask, I'll do it. The extra, there's more song levels, and there's the Origins levels, obviously, but I could just play Origins through, like I did this game. So, yeah. I think that's it. No more Rayman Legends. End.